Okay guys, we are starting with a reaction video. I've been wanting to react to some videos. I'm not gonna lie. It's becoming like a thing I want to start doing is more reaction videos. I hate taking from the creator, but I do love doing them. The reaction video is, this is Lindsay Nicole. She makes amazing videos about animals, evolution, dinosaurs, insects, or pretty much everything that has to do with the animal kingdom or previous animals from the animal kingdom. I saw kitty cats. I love kitty cats. She's very smart. I think she is some sort of like wildlife biologist. I don't know exactly what she is, but she has some sort of biology degree. So, zoology. She's very funny. So we're gonna check out her video. If you guys, 17 minutes. Here we go.
Cats have been alongside us.
Cats are amazing.
Predators to be feared. Inspiration for legends painted on cave walls. And at some point this shifted, and cats became known to us as symbols. Tiny cats became companions, obsessions, and some became our gods. I'm gonna introduce you to how this obsession with cats unfolded. So, without further ado, my name is Lindsay Nicole, and this is the history of cats that we know of.
Does she have a green screen up? I wanted to do that. I wanted to put a green screen on the screen so I could walk around and do like a video. But that's a good idea. Just put like a small green screen up to have like pop-ups.
Before we get into it, I have a very exciting announcement. That's right, bitch. An items announcement. A new round of merch and a book. Fuck, wait, I gotta go get the book. First off, the merch. Pow! Can you read it? We've been due for some Cambrian apparel. So, we have a hallucigenia tee. Cool on the front, even cooler on the back. Can you see it?
Oh, that's a type of animal, isn't it? That's a type of like invertebrate or something.
About this one. This one's fucking sick. All of the info you need with a very sick hallucigenia design. Next, a Cambrian explosion long sleeve tee.
That sounds badass.
With the fucking Cambrian explosion on the back. Sick text on the front. Cambrian explosion. That's what it says. Much more versatile than you think, actually. Because this material is perfect for cropping it, turning it into a short sleeve, or keeping it as is. I decided to crop mine. This is my favorite shirt right now. I'm not exaggerating. I wear it whenever I want to look great. It's my #1 outfit.
Where's her mic at?
Because I wear it all the time. I've washed it many times, and it still looks great. It's that perfect material that will give you this like edgy look, the frayed shit. And obviously you could crop this in many different ways, however you desire. I'm thinking of doing a tutorial on different ways to crop it if that interests you. Yeah, I highly recommend it because this is literally my favorite shirt right now. I get a shit ton of compliments on it. Everybody who sees it, they're like, damn, where'd you get that? I'm like, it's mine, actually. And finally,
yo, dude, so before I was into like Twitch streaming and stuff, I actually used to make sweatshirts. Now I didn't make them obviously, but I created designs that I would put on sweatshirts. I called it Legacy. However, I was never able to get that as a company or trademark name, but I would create my own designs out of shapes. It sounds cooler than the way I'm saying it, but I used to just give them to people for free. I know my dad and my sister had some friends had some, and they were kind of just like free advertisement, and people loved them from what I heard back. From what I heard back, people would stop and be like, yo, that's a cool shirt. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that sweatshirt? That's cool. And they were like, well, my brother makes it. Well, how much? 20 bucks per? Oh, no, I'm good. Motherfucker, you would spend 50 on Gucci. You spend motherfucker 100 on Nike. That's just a check symbol.
In honor of the back to school season, pow! A Cambrian explosion backpack. Very sick and stylish. Not like your typical backpacks. You could pull up to your first day, hallucigenia tee, Cambrian explosion backpack. Pow. Hello. It's got a big pocket, just like all your backpacks that you know and love. It stores things, just like all your backpacks that you know and love. And it also has a little pocket inside. And then you zip it up, and you put it on like so, just like all your backpacks that you know and love. Perfect for carrying a variety of fossil excavation tools, a microscope perhaps, a retractable butterfly net, even school books, just like all your backpacks that you know and love. Pow! Show up like this. Fuck. You can get all of these now at lindsaynicole.com. I have a whole new merch team located right down in Orange County.
Damn, did we just wash the merch?
And everything is ready to go. Researching for the History of Life series.
That's badass. Epic Earth.
Alongside it. Pow!
How much?
Earth. It's a story and family-friendly facts. That's right. Everyone of all ages can enjoy the facts in this book.
We might have to check that out in a minute.
Anywhere. This is your evolution to go. Maybe stored inside your Cambrian explosion backpack. Drop it in. Boom. Evolution to go. The book is coming out November 11th, and then the UK and Europe publication date will be November 27th. It's going to be available everywhere.
1 month ago.
Pre-order it now. And then
January,
get it wherever
February,
you want.
March,
I'm
April,
so,
May,
so
June,
excited.
July,
This is something that I've been
August,
excited to
September,
announce for almost
October, November. It's coming out next month. Oh,
2
that's
years
hype.
now. So excited. This is something that I've been excited to announce for almost 2 years now.
Dang.
So, go check out the pre-order on the website or any of the links in the description.
Good for her,
box.
man. I love that when content creators actually put an effort into something else they love other than content creation. Like when they do like something on the side that they really put their heart and soul into. Like as you can see, like she did a book. Like they run businesses or they do like animations or create like anime or something or like music. I just think that's really fun.
And I hope you enjoy. And it turns
Creativity.
out today we don't have a general information section to get out of the way. I decided we're going straight into cat domestication. I say domestication for good reason because it's like barely, and it was on their terms.
Yeah, they domesticated themselves. Isn't that insane? So I'm guessing this is very simplistic the way I'm going to explain this. And again, we'll watch it so I can actually get the facts right. But from what I've heard is cats would go into towns to hunt the mice because the mice were there because of the food. So the cats would go in there to hunt the mice and the animals that were taking our food and whatnot. And over time, they became less and less feral in a way. And we started feeding them, or I don't know. They basically domesticated themselves by going into towns to get the rodents, is what I've gotten from it. But yes, they domesticated themselves rather than like dogs who we purposely domesticated.
Essentially domesticated themselves. Extremely on brand for them, I know. Let's rewind.
That is on
to
brand.
about 10,000 years ago.
That's it? Bro, imagine life without cats. Imagine 10,000 years ago, people that just did not have cats. Sad times. Sad times for them.
But on screen, no, it's not mirrored on. Wait. This looks like going into the past. This looks like going to the future. So I can still do it this way. Okay, let's rewind to about 10,000 years ago, to the rise of agriculture in the Fertile Crescent, which we know today as Iraq, Syria, and Turkey, Mesopotamia, and more. By the Euphrates River. Early humans were starting to store their grains. And you know what stored grains do? Attract rats. These little bitches at the buffet all the time. Not ideal for humans. With the grains attracting rats, the rats attracted cats. Suddenly, the cats found access to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
I told you.
As well. This was a multi-level all-you-can-eat buffet, an MLAYCEB. You know what they say?
How did she do that so quick? Wait, how did she do that so quick? What is that called? When you like take the letter from every word and then put it in, what is that called? There's a word for that. I believe it's called an acronym. I don't know, and I didn't feel like sitting out there and looking it up, but I think it's an acronym. But anyways, how'd she come up with that so quick, bro? Like, you know how long it takes me to create an acronym? I could sit there for like 4 hours trying to put like 6 words, or the letter from 6 words all in a row, and never mind.
So boom,
it takes too long.
Suddenly, a commensal relationship was born. Cats get to dine on the
commensal. What does commensal mean? I'm assuming it's the same. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to sound smart tonight. I'm too tired.
Humans have fewer rats fucking up their crops. It's a win-win for everyone except the rats.
Symbiotic, that's what I was thinking of.
As the relationship progressed, farmers recognized that communities with more cats had fewer grain losses. So cats earned their spot as effective pest controllers, and eventually as companions in our home. When I first started making content, I made a skit about the domestication of cats that I think sums up this relationship pretty well. What the fuck is that? I don't know. Are you sure you saw the rats coming from here? Yes, dude, they must like respawn from here. Hold up, is that Kenny? Kenny. Oh, shit. Hey, guys, what are you doing here? We came Kenny, what are you doing here? I came looking for rats. And then one of those things found me, and I just froze up and laid down. And it started petting me. I'm sorry, you let it touch you? You just laid down in the face of danger? God, you're such a pussy. Well, hold on, you didn't even let me finish. After it pet me, it gave me food. So I've just been chilling. You're a disgrace. Well, hold on. What kind of food are we talking about here? All kinds, dude. I don't even know. They just make it. What do you mean they make it? Like, they just make it. Are they making the rats? Maybe. This seems hella sus. I don't know, dude. I'm kind of down with it. Are you serious? You know, whatever. You both enjoy being touched by those bags of flesh. Oh, we will.
Okay. Yo, why are cats so
I've been
cute?
working on this series, The History of Cats, for a few months now. The Natural History Museum was getting together their cats exhibit. Literally perfect timing. It was crazy. They had the opening, and I was like, what the fuck? They had seen my cat series. I had seen their cats exhibit, and we decided to team up, and they invited me to come to the exhibit.
This dude. He gets done scratching me and climbing me. He has no fear in his eyes. This is what the domestication of cats looks like, guys. This is the evolution of cats.
1, 2, check.
Get out of my room.
Now it's done, and I'm probably not gonna do that anyway.
Oh, wait. Natural History Museum. This place looks cool. I love these museums, by the way. Not museums of like our history. I don't give a damn. But natural museums of like evolution and animal history, I love it. Caitlin took me to one it was Ann Arbor. It was a Natural History Museum of Ann Arbor, and it was packed full. This is literally what it was, basically. It was just animals, fossils, dinosaurs, and whatnot. It went into like cells and all types of science on life. It went into minerals and rocks. Dude, it was amazing. Actually, I learned about it from Lindsay Nicole. It was shit, what's it called? Anyway, I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry, I ruined that. Aww.
We're here at the Natural History Museum in the cats exhibit with paleontologist Laura. You might remember her from the tar pits. She's gonna teach us about the domestication of cats, how they became so culturally significant. So, from my understanding, cats kind of domesticated themselves multiple times because humans started creating trash, trash attracted rats, and rats attracted cats. And then the humans just kind of liked having them around.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Kind of what happens?
Of course we like having it around. They're funny and stupid and awesome and also smart.
Absolutely, and
cute.
Especially as we have more
They're
like
fluffy.
agriculture and that kind of thing. We're harvesting more plants, so storing more grains.
Yep.
That's basically ringing a dinner bell.
Yes.
A lot of these smaller rodents.
Yeah.
As cats kind of are a nice partner for us, being like, hey, we're ringing a lunch bell for you, and you
I think she's nervous.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the goat.
Cats domesticated themselves at multiple different times and multiple different places. Was Egypt and Africa, I guess, as a whole, was that kind of the first area? Do we know kind of the timing of when cats became domesticated?
So the records that we have available, it looks like that kind of Fertile Crescent, Middle Eastern area is one of the main hubs
Middle
of that
Eastern.
domestication of cats. Again, we're also looking at hubs of
Bro, how did we go from like the start of cats? So you know how evolution works, right? Like there's a common ancestor of all the cats. Let's just say the first cat that evolved into the rest of them. How did we, because I know it had fur. It had fur. How did the bald ass cats that nobody actually likes, the little nutsack of the cat world, why did it evolve like that? That's my question, is why? Like what am I trying to say? What purpose does that serve? Why did evolution give it to them? What purpose oh, wait, Egypt's hot, isn't it? I bet you it's just because of the heat. I guarantee it's because of the heat. But then the sun is dangerous for them because it'll sunburn them and give them cancer. Dude, I need to know why evolution took that path and created the hairless cat. Please, somebody tell me.
the culture and those kinds of things, so it really makes sense.
Okay.
These are also environments that already have small cats that tend to be more solo hunters of these rodents. So again, kind of like all of those pieces coming together in a really synergistic way.
Okay. So I think typically we think of the domestic cat as its own species. Does that kind of get muddy because of this? Like,
I mean, species is always kind of muddy.
species.
I don't. Every domestic cat has a species. My black cats, the black cat, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a certain species. And then obviously, like, I think Java's like more of the main species, but then like Nero, she has other cats bred into her, so she has different species. She has multiple species.
Species is always muddy, yeah.
We like organizing the world into tiny little boxes.
Yeah.
But it's not actually organized that way.
Yes, so true.
You
Yeah.
very much understand.
Yes, nature never gives shit to you straight.
Does it?
Yeah. Well, it's clearly very obvious that cats are an important part of our lives today. It's a bit more difficult to figure out when exactly this happened in the past. We didn't start making tiny outfits for cats immediately, that we know of. But we did start spoiling them almost immediately.
Aww.
Recently, scientists have turned to stable isotope analysis. By looking at ratios of carbon and nitrogen in ancient cat bones, they can figure out what was on the menu in detail, not just rats, but grain-fed rats. Because another thing they say, you are what you eat. And that shit's gonna show up in your isotopic signatures. Different cats in different areas also had different...
Bro, I'm cooked. Dude, in like 1,000 years, my bones are gonna be dug up, and they're gonna be like, bro, this guy literally ate McDonald's and Taco Bell and ramen and pizza rolls every single day of his life. And he drank like 6 pops a day. That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna be like, dude, this guy's bones have so much gunk in them from all this sugar and all this sodium and shit, from all the pops he drank and all the pizza rolls he ate. That's what they're gonna say in like 1,000 years when they see what I look like. When they see what my bones look like, they're gonna be like nasty.
Human
I'm
influenced
cooked,
diets.
bro.
Some cats had the pleasure of dining on meat scraps and fish waste. Delicious. And of course, the cat obsession got stronger and stronger over time. There's a grave site in Cyprus dated to about 9,500 years old. A cat and their owner buried together. The ancestors...
Oh my god! That's so cute. Caitlin? I die, will you bury me? Now I get to cuddle Nero as when we're dead.
Of domestic cats, Felis sylvestris, did not naturally exist in Cyprus.
Sylvestris?
Not only do you have cats living alongside humans, but also cats traveling with humans to new areas. For a while, this was thought to have happened passively.
Accidentally.
Humans moved around and cats followed
I doubt it.
But
I'm not gonna lie, I highly doubt that. You know, that doesn't even make sense because, like, yeah, I mean, maybe, but like, it would make more sense that humans were just like, hey man, we're gonna have rats in this new world. Might as well take the cats with us. We're gonna have rats. Take the cats. I guarantee.
Announced this year examined thousands of cat bones from over 200 archaeological sites, with cultural and religious practices already established around the supreme felines. As we've been going through this domestication process so far, there's probably another domestic animal that has come to mind. The dog. So many similarities. Both carnivores. Matter of fact, both carnivorous.
I thought dogs were like considered omnivores, not carnivores.
Found in homes everywhere. Both get dressed up in little outfits. But one thing stands out as a striking difference between the two. Do you know what I'm thinking of? Can you guess it already? Cats. All got the same thing going on, generally. Dogs? These are the same fucking species. So, why do dogs have such massive morphological variation?
Because we bred them for purpose. The reason dogs have so much difference is because we purposely bred every single species that we see today for a purpose. Every single one. We have hunting dogs. We have herding dogs. We have dogs that we want because they're cute. We bred the pug to be small and fucked up. We bred dogs for everything. None of it came naturally. We did all that.
While cats are just cats. Well, the difference in the ways they were domesticated is as drastic as the end result. First off, dogs were actually domesticated, while cats were domesticated. They domesticated themselves. Dogs were domesticated through active, deliberate selection. Early humans bred wolves for specific jobs like herding livestock, guarding camps, hunting game, pulling sleds. Things dogs still do today. This shapes their size, body proportions, coat types, and even temperament to fit each role. This also took place over a much longer time frame than cats. 15 to 30,000 years.
That's not much. It's only like, that's only like 5,000 more years. That's not that much.
Weren't designed for human purposes at all. They slipped into human settlements on their own, taking advantage of rat feast. Humans mostly let them...
Bro, can you guys think of... Dude, imagine how many cats there were. Just think of how many cats there were previous to the ones we have today. Cats only live around 10 to 15 years. 10,000 years is how long they've been with us. That's not even including before they were with us. That's just how long they started being with us. 10,000 years. That's wild. All different personalities.
Targeted breeding from the start because they were already perfect. They were doing what they needed to do already. So nothing to change. Maybe in the last like 150 years, humans started creating actual cat breeds, but that's mostly focused on coat patterns or facial features. Very little variation in body size or hunting ability. Like Maine Coons are the biggest, and they're fucking huge, but they're not Great Dane huge. But like I said, cats were already perfect. So it made it easy for them to be seen as supreme, divine, omnipotent. Which brings us to one of the best known and most dramatic examples of cat obsession, ancient Egypt. By 2000 BCE, Egyptians were living in a world built for, and sometimes by, cats. At first, cats were just pest control, staking out grain stores and earning their keep by munching on rats and cobras.
That's so cute.
But it didn't take long for the
Cobras?
Egyptians to notice.
Is there a cat that has like an immunity to cobras? Like the venom? Is there cats that like have immunity to cobra venom? Like how are they eating cobras?
Cat's more mysterious attribute.
Can cats eat cobras? Not typically able to eat cobras. Cats are not typically able to eat cobras due to the size and potent venom of cobras. While some cats may catch and kill snakes, including cobras, they're generally too large for cobras to... Wait, they're generally too large for cobras to consume. Wow, that's crazy. Did you guys know that the speed that a snake can strike is slower than the cat's reflex and reaction time? So yes, obviously if the cat's not paying attention and has slow reaction time, it can be bit. But typically, a cat's reaction time has more time to react and hit the snake before it can actually strike them. That's an insane reaction time. The cats are awesome.
How they move so quietly, elusive, see in the dark, and even seem to live more than one life. Suddenly, cats went from mere Charlie work to sacred symbols of grace, fertility, protection, and even divinity. While I was at the Natural History Museum, I also had the pleasure of talking to Alyssa, who told me more about the divine Egyptian felines.
I would love to know more about Bastet.
Well, first we have to actually start with Sekhmet.
All right.
So Sekhmet, who we have here, is our lion-headed goddess. Lions are very powerful in Egypt. In fact, the hieroglyph for power, pet, is a lion butt.
Wow.
So how you
She
that's
said
awesome.
what? What'd she say?
The hieroglyph for power, pet, is a lion butt.
Wow.
So how you
That's
remember
awesome.
Pet the lion butt.
Wow. Okay. That's cool.
Obviously, ancient Egypt wasn't the only culture obsessed with cats. Looking at the broader picture of cats, you probably immediately think of lions. Everyone's obsessed with lions. I get it. And have been for thousands of years.
Lions aren't even that cool. Tigers are so much cooler. I think every animal in the animal kingdom is cooler than lions are. I'm not a big fan of lions. Lions are really lame in my opinion. I've always liked tigers far more than lions. And after learning about how like lions are actually pansies and tigers are actually like the apex predator, they're just better.
Lions at the Colosseum in Rome. Extremely brutal. Culturally very significant.
Nah, honestly, I'd beat a lion. I'd beat a lion in a fist fight.
Lion statues on fucking every corner in England. And lions never lived in East Asia, but that didn't stop them from becoming icons of protection and prosperity there. About 2,000 years ago, Chinese legend used the lion's image as a symbol of good luck, strength, and power.
I still see these in front of people's big houses here. Yeah.
And restaurants, that sort of thing.
It's a Chinese symbol.
Yeah.
That's like a Chinese statue.
That the image has lasted a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah. Seemingly unchanged, which is really cool.
Again, if it's powerful to you,
Yeah.
it's likely to be powerful to others as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Possibly inspired by Persian or Indian art and royal gifts. This led to the iconic lion dance. Acrobatic performances with flamboyant costumes
Oh,
and
yeah, I've seen
hypnotic
that.
movements. These dances are typically at big celebrations like weddings, the new year, etc. Anywhere you're trying to get some good luck. The costumes are usually operated by two dancers, one for the head, one for the rear, come in all shapes and styles. Southern lions have big, expressive eyes. Northern lions are all shaggy. And this turned into a trend. Vietnam, Japan, and Korea all have their own lion dances. Across the
Really?
pond in the Americas, ancient Mesoamerican cultures like the Olmec, Maya, and Aztec were, of course, obsessed with the jaguar.
So in Asia, it's mostly power, protection, love cats, like, and so in South America, this is more bad luck.
Usually more kind of associated with the underworld specifically.
Okay.
And especially a lot of those cats. We're seeing a lot of lions and tigers in Asia. Here we're seeing a lot of jaguars. Again, some of those big cats that are still in those areas today.
Yeah.
And again, just much more deeper connections with what we would phrase as the underworld.
The jaguar's stealth and power inspired a whole theology. In Olmec art, you'll find humans with jaguar traits. Mayan kings sit atop jaguar thrones or wear jaguar pelts. Jaguars were also gods of the underworld for the Mayans, also called
Really?
the JGU, jaguar god of the underworld. With the Aztecs, the god Tezcatlipoca could transform into a jaguar. For the Inca, the feline was a cosmic link between the earth and the sky.
I've never understood that. Gods that turn into animals. I try to be that guy, but like, why would a god? It's like Maui, right, from Moana. He could turn into a bird and a fish. Why? You're a god. You have more strength than all of them. I mean, I get it for like a fish, so you can swim really fast or something, but you're also a god. Well, he's a demigod, but you're a god. You can swim faster. Maybe for like size difference, but I never understood why they turn into animals.
Jaguars are found all over temple walls, ceramics, ritual masks, etc. Moving on to the lucky cats in Japan. Cats hit the Japanese scene likely around the 6th century, when Buddhist monks brought them as protectors of precious scrolls against rat munching. Tons of stories exist about cats in Japan, but the biggest one, Maneki Neko, the beckoning cat. This little statue, or sometimes very large.
So here you can see we have a very tiny cat.
Oh yeah, Caitlin has one of these.
Small.
Caitlin has one that charges from solar. It charges in the sun. And it just constantly goes like this. Just never ending. Its paw, it just paws.
Unassuming, very modest.
with its raised paw, is a staple at shop entrances, shrines, and even train stations. Its origin, murky, but legends tell of a temple cat that had saved a lord from a lightning strike by beckoning him to safety. Or wait, like that. Even in society today, the cat obsession hasn't slowed down. Cats have been icons in TV since TV was invented. Tom and Jerry, Felix. Don't even get me started on the Aristocats. Hollywood leans into every cat stereotype. Aloofness, unpredictability, elegance. Film cats serve as stand-ins for mystery and adaptability. They're the ultimate show-don't-tell characters.
A lot of the cats that we have developing in our culture now are kind of coming from Hollywood. Like, we're here where cat icons are being created, which is cool.
Yes, absolutely. And it's definitely one of those that, you know, both through memes that we share with each other, videos that we share with each other to cheer each other up, but also just cats being used to help tell stories.
Yep.
They just show up all of the time, and I really think it speaks to how they speak to us.
Yeah, absolutely. The Aristocats.
That's what I was like, feel like you
Oh.
like that also, so that's all.
That's like my favorite
Just-
childhood movie, especially the
tweak it.
beginning of it. I think I essentially have it memorized in my brain. Like, I can play the movie in my brain right now if I wanted to. Yeah, I love it.
And that was part of the reason why we thought it was important to share these types of things while it's here. So much of this exhibit is part of a traveling exhibit. This is making its West Coast debut. But the things in this room were all things that were like, hey, let's celebrate what makes cats in LA specifically.
Right.
And then social media. There are cats that are probably in the 1% by now. Grumpy cat, other cats,
Yeah.
etc. They have millions of fans
Yeah.
and fucking movie deals. We are completely controlled by cats. Always have been and always will be. But why?
Oh, he's George and Lenny and the guy. Look at the cat, George. Wait, is it Lenny that gets shot? Who's the special one? Look at the cat, Lenny.
Is it their independence, their untrainability, the way that, unlike dogs, they're never quite under anyone's thumb? Is it their ability to ask to be pets and then within moments spit and hiss at you? At the end of the day, maybe we all kind of like the toxic relationship, never really knowing where we stand with them, the hot and cold, knowing they love you but also have one foot out the door. That is the secret formula.
They do too. It's
Cats
so
just
funny.
naturally do it.
The funniest part is I don't care though. Like I try to make them mad and they always come back. They act like they got a foot out the door, but they ain't going nowhere. Man, they ain't going out that door. My cats get scared when they go out the door. They ain't never going nowhere. And I'm the only other one here. It's Caitlin and I, so they're gonna like one of us. I don't care.
Really well. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the video out next week. Check out the merch, pow, at lindsaynicole.com, where you can also pre-order my book, Epic Earth.
I do actually want that book. I'm not gonna lie. I don't read worth a shit, guys. I do not read at all. But that book sounds fire. Anyway, guys, Lindsay Nicole, y'all know her. If you don't, go look her up. Lindsay Nicole.